body collection is the mental health aspect of it, making sure that we are keeping sane, that we are doing what we can to prevent PTSD, to prevent getting shock, and being able to do our mission. And a huge part of it is talking about it afterwards, during, just processing it. So everybody's telling me, and it's super sweet, if you need anybody to talk to, I'm here. If you need anybody to talk to, I'm here, and I love it. But one person sent me a message, he's like, have you talked to Hashem about it? I was like, whoa, I didn't think about that. My message for today is, if you're going through something difficult and you're talking to people about it and health professionals about it, my question for you is, have you talked to Hashem about it yet? Have you tried to reach out? I'm not just talking about Tehillim. I'm not just talking about Shemona Esrei. You talk to Hashem about it. Maybe try it. I know it's worked for me in the past. And try it also. Good luck.
All right, so we got our mission. Let's see what we can do. The next few weeks, we went into training mode. You see, I don't know if you guys remember, but at the beginning of the war, there wasn't yet an operation, right? We hadn't entered into Gaza. We were outside of Gaza. So we had this awkward kind of tension. We're like a goalie. I was a goalie in high school. And the goalie has this weird thing. Does the goalie want to work or not want to work? Goalie doesn't want to work, right? Because if the goalie's working, the team's not doing well. Same thing for us. If we're busy, soldiers have been killed. People have died. If we're bored, that's a good thing. So this awkward situation where we're kind of not wanting to work, but we always have to be ready, just in case. And I'll never forget probably the most traumatic thing that I did in my army service. The most traumatic story that happened to me is that we're driving on the Hummer towards Gaza. We get to the border of Gaza in order to do a mission, and we're about to go in. And we get to the border, and there's a team next to us, the Okets unit, the dog unit. And my commander looks back at me and says, I'm sorry, Arky, but we need your spot. Oh man, that crushed me. What do you mean you need my spot? The Okets unit, the dog, they're so important in search and rescue. We need the dog. I said, put the dog on my lap, I love dogs. No. We need the dog and its handler. I was like, fine. And I was dropped at the border on the way into Gaza. Worst thing that ever happened to me in the war. That's the truth. I felt crushed. And the truth is that for every soldier that goes into Gaza, there's 5 that want to. That's the way we feel. So we're training, and we're training for all different types of situations. And one of the situations we're training for is to grab a soldier from the inside of a tank. Problem was there was no dummy that was big enough that was heavy enough to really represent a human, so they found a new dummy.
Hey.
Let's see who knows Hebrew here, guys. It's a beten yafa. What a nice belly. Thank you. Appreciate it. So these are the kinds of things that we're doing. We're training just in case. And we're training just in case. And during those times, we're going back and forth from the home into Gaza. From the home into Gaza. And those transitions, you see, no soldier who has a family can talk about their experience without talking about what it was like for the family. Come check it out.
I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away.
Aww. There we go. Thank you. Guys, you cannot talk about the experience of a soldier without talking about what it was like at home. And this is my time to give a shout out to the greatest heroes of this war, the mothers. Give it up for the mothers. Give it up for the kids of soldiers. They call us Mishpacha Meguyeset, the drafted family, and that's really what we are. We are a drafted family. So when Zimra, my oldest, started, after I went to war, she started getting night terrors in the middle of the night. Where's Abba? What's going on? Why do they want to hurt him? Why doesn't Hamas just use their words? She kept on asking me. Yeah, she experienced it like a 5-year-old would. What is Abba doing? Why is he there? I kept on telling her, Abba's job is to make sure all the soldiers come home. So Abba, why don't you come home? She kept on, she was very mad at me. Right? Netzach, little Netzach, 4 years old, kept asking me, he kept on asking my wife, why do we need Abba? Thanks, Netzach. Love you too. Why do we need Abba? Only later did we learn he was saying, why does the army need Abba? Whew. Dodged a bullet on that one. Right? Keter, little baby Keter. Keter Tzvi kept on asking. He didn't ask, he just pointed to the phone. Abba, Abba. The phone's name was Abba. That's where he knew me. Right? Or my wife Abigail, who literally held up the pillars of our house for weeks at a time, not knowing where her husband was, not knowing if I was okay, dealing with the craziness of these kids and all their difficulties and all their struggles and dealing with her own difficulties, but not being able to show it to them. Another round of applause for the mothers. I say this all the time, and I mean it full-heartedly. I would take what I have to do in Gaza over what she had to do during this war any day, no joke. And that's the life. I come home, and she's waiting for it. Did you guys see the video, my favorite coming home? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. So one of them was and there's the rose petals and a red carpet, and the husband gets led on the red carpet straight to the sink full of dishes. You guys saw that one? That one was hilarious. That's probably the most realistic one that there is out there, right? And that's the truth, is that the wife is waiting for the husband to finally come home to take a little bit of weight off of what she has to deal with. But guess what? When Arky came home, when I came home, my head wasn't there. I wasn't present. I wasn't there with the kids. I wasn't really able to be with the family, because what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about Gaza. I'm thinking about my buddies. I'm thinking about what they're doing. So I can't really be there for her. And she said it, you're not really here. So she had her husband, but she kind of didn't. And I think a lot of families feel the same way. And so my next mission for you is one that comes from a deep, deep place. It's a mission that I learned the hard way. When I'm in Gaza and I'm thinking about my children, I wish I could say to myself, thank God, every single time they asked me to put down my phone and play with them, I always did it, right? Come on, guys. Right? Thank God I gave them my full attention whenever I could. And that's my next mission to you guys. Strengthen those relationships with family. Strengthen those relationships with your kids. You're not going to regret spending time with them, I promise. I promise. We all have times where we're thinking, I wish I had spent more time with them. I wish I had really given it my all. So, you're not always going to be on. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? But every single kid gets 30 minutes from now on. For me, starting this week, every single kid gets 30 minutes to do what they want to do. No phones, no chores, their choice. Anybody here got 8 to 10 kids?